I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. Where's the money?
Hey, peace family. What's going on? It's Cornez here with Too Smart to Be Broke, and I want to thank you all for coming to the channel. If you don't know, I talk a lot about business credit, but mainly my goal is to just for aspiring entrepreneurs or those that may be interested in it, just to kind of see my path, my journey, and some of the things that I've came across that may actually help you out and let you know that it's possible. You will have some challenges along the way, but hopefully with my content as well as others, it can cut some of that down, and you can actually have the motivation, not, you know what I'm saying, to go and jump out here and get in the game, baby. Got to get in the game. You know what I mean? So with that being said, today I'm going to be actually talking about a service that you can actually use some of your credit cards for to actually, convert it to things that may be beneficial to you. One of the ways that actually resonate with me the most as far as getting cash off of a credit card, which can be troublesome for some people because when you're starting a new business, it can be challenging to get actual lines of credit. So a line of credit is pretty much being able to have access to funds when you need it. So instead of having a $10,000 credit card, which it's hard to get money off of, you can actually have a line of credit to where you only pay on what you use. So you can go in there and you can take the whole $10,000 cash, no problem with with lower interest rate. Or rather, with a credit card, they have cash advance, and if you have a $10,000 credit card, you can maybe pull a few hundred out there, maybe 1,000, maybe not even that much, without getting hit with some ridiculous fees. So something to consider with maybe is a check to see what card you're applying for if they have any type of balance transfer. Typically, you have programs that have 6, 12, or 18 months, 0% interest on balance transfers, and that way you can actually write a check or get a wire to your bank account, and whatever you write that check for, it'll actually create a balance on that credit card. But that balance, not that you wrote a $10,000 check to your bank, or to yourself or your business, rather it goes into that bank account. Now you can actually pull that cash off and do some things with it. So like I said, I like to look for credit cards that may have 0% interest for a certain period of time to be able to do that. So that may be something you want to look into. All right, aside from trying to do cash advances, if you can't get access to lines of credit, but you have credit cards. And the service, you can use it on the personal side and some business side, but I have heard some people that say they had trouble using it or it doesn't work. So what I would like to show you here is a little chart. And what I'm going to actually be talking about today, family, is actually plastiq or plastic, however they say it. So here is a quick little image of what it kind of says on their site. So they have, you can use MasterCard, Visa, Discover, Diners Club, JCB, and American Express. And what happens is, say for instance, here's a good one. You can pay your mortgage with a credit card. Some mortgage companies allow it, some don't. But if they want you to actually use a debit card or a check, what happens is you'll use your credit card to actually make a payment. And what happens is they'll actually send the mortgage company a check. They'll send them a physical check. So sometimes they can send places a check, or they can actually do a wire, one of the two, and they charge, I think, around 2 or 3%. To use that for the fees. So this could potentially be a good way if you get a credit card or a business credit card and you're supposed to spend a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time to actually receive the rewards points. It's a great way to get the rewards points, because sometimes you have to have $3,000 minimum spend within the first 3 months, when a lot of our mortgages or stuff like that could potentially cover it. So it shows you what they do, except here, and it says and more. So what I'm going to go to a list that was populated earlier this year. So hopefully most of this stuff is still accurate and still standing. But just to show you a list to get a general idea of what the service they provide, this is what we're gonna do. So right here, you can see they got American Express, they got Discover, Diners, JCB, they got MasterCard, they got Visa. All right. Boom. So as we're going down here, we see they got auto leases, auto purchase. All right. So you see American Express, they not playing that. You can't do no credit, debit, nothing. nothing with no auto purchases. But for actual Discover, MasterCard, and Visa, you can pretty much purchase or lease a car off a credit card. If the company doesn't allow it, then plastiq will actually, grant you that, send them a check on your behalf, so you can pay your bills with this site too, pretty much, if needed to. So building maintenance, repair, and rentals, you can see here that the U.S. American Express doesn't allow that, but all the other services do. So it looks like it covers, exterminating, disinfecting service, cleaning, maintenance, janitorial. We got the creative, so advertising services, commercial photography, art, graphics, public relations services. So once again, keep in mind American Express is on the left, Discover is right here, and then MasterCard and then Visa. So you see these columns here, and then debit is on the left side, credit is on the right, debit is on the left side, credit on the right. A lot of these you can use except for that American Express. That American Express, man, it looks like, we're gonna get to some things you can't use it on. But here we go. We got security, management, consulting, detective agencies. We got technology, computer programming, processing, management, and consulting. You can't use any of these. This one is for American Express Canada. And going on, construction, food, professional services, landscaping, and transportation. You may be able to use that. Construction, professional services, landscaping, transportation. That's good. All of those are good. So membership clubs, athletic clubs, organizations. Okay, cool. And here's one: personal loans, business loan, credit cards, and collection agencies. So you won't be able to use any credit cards with these. That makes sense. You can actually use debit cards that they'll send a check for. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see: tuition, your private school, college, daycare, intercollegiate sports, driving schools, business, professional seminars, student loans. Look, you can pay on student loans we can pay on student loans with Discover and MasterCard. Okay. No investments, so you can't use it for investments, but you can use, life insurance. Okay, you can use it for life insurance. Here's a good one. You can use it for W-2 employees. So if you have employees and you're kind of strapped for cash, you can actually use it to pay them. Also, you can use it to pay your contractors. See, 1099 contractor, whoever you're in contract with. If it's a person operating on their own accord, then yeah, you can pay your contractors, and you can also pay employees. So that is a good way to use this service for people in business. Nonprofit organizations, foundations, donations. Let's see. You can use child support You can pay child support payments with Discover, MasterCard, and Visa, credit and debit. Okay. We got rent and real estate. Okay, rent and real estate. So actually, you can pay your residential rent with all of these cards across the board. You can pay HOA and condo fees with all these cards across the board. Your mortgage, you cannot do with American Express, but you can do with, looks like MasterCard and Discover, but you cannot do it with the Visa credit card. You cannot pay rent with a Visa credit card, but you can pay it with a MasterCard and Discover. So that's, keep that in mind, family. So mortgage and y'all, excuse me, mortgage and HELOC. Okay, you got commercial rent. So if you have a spot that you're using their services, commercial rent. Escrow arrangement. Okay, so you got escrow arrangement right here. So that might be beneficial for you to actually, maybe use that for your escrow agent. You know what I mean? Escrow arrangement right there. That's pretty interesting service right there. Short-term rentals, kind of like Airbnb. Nope. So just going through a list, you can actually pay your taxes with this, and you can pay your utilities with all of these. You can pay your electric, your gas, your sewer, your water, your waste removal, and then here with your internet service provider, you just can't use American Express. So I just wanted to make a quick video and let you all know about the services with plastiq. I feel like it's a beneficial tool for some of us. Whether you're trying to get a minimum spend on a credit card, whether you are in a bind and you need to pay your mortgage with a MasterCard or something like that, or maybe you need to pay your employees, maybe you need to pay your contractors. American Express seems to be one of the tightest one on there, but if you have a MasterCard, I would say if you have a MasterCard, then you pretty much you're very flexible. The next best thing would be have a Visa, as far as business tip. But the Discover, family with the Discover, if it's on the business side of things, that one and the Capital One tends to report both the personal and both on both the personal credit profile and the business credit profile. So I wouldn't recommend it, but these are tools that sometimes you just got to do what you got to do in that moment. So hopefully this may help somebody and say, hey, I might need to get my minimum spend, get my rewards, or maybe I'm having trouble getting money off of a card for some particular thing, or maybe I have a contractor or employee that I need to pay and I don't have the funds to pay them at this time. So family, I hope that helps you. Keep in mind to share, like, and subscribe. If you have been sending me any emails recently, I'm a little backed up right now, but I will be getting to you this week, family. And as always, oh yeah, before I forget, if you need business credit monitoring, please click the link below, nav.com. I'm an affiliate of them, but it's free for you to sign up just to get in the game. Like I share with people all the time. I've had somebody use one of my newly business credit accounts, and they went in the store, ran it up. So you always want to monitor that, keep an eye on it the same way you keep an eye on your personal, because most of this business information is public when you're dealing with LLCs and stuff like that. So be sure to check out nav.com. You can check out the older video that I did on that, or the walkthrough. And family is getting towards the end of the year. I hope everybody's closing out this quarter strong, and I'm going to be dropping some more content soon. So peace, family. I love y'all. Stay tuned.
I'm too smart to be broke. Where's the money?